So, this is something that I've been wanting to do. This is going to be kind of a motivational video, kind of just thoughts in my head. Name is Wilka. Nice to meet you all. So, last night I had a dream. The dream was pretty vivid. So, it starts off, and this is just an example of where this is leading up to. Is I was at a gas station that I know, been to many times. My mom was there helping me get supplies for something. I think for some reason this gas station had a pharmacy. I don't know. So outside, I was happy with myself. I had the picture perfect kind of what everybody strives for. There was the Lamborghini outside. There was other things that made me feel like I was accomplished. And while I'm inside this gas station, there was a thought in my head of, man, I've worked hard for this. Did what I wanted, and it gave me this. I'm happy because I achieved these things that I did. I didn't know what it was, but up here in the dream, like it was all reality, and there was something like that. So as I'm getting these supplies, somebody comes up. I look outside, and somebody's trying to drive away. I managed to run outside fast enough to end up in the front. For some reason, the lady opens up both sides of the car. I missed that completely. Both doors on both sides. There's only two doors, one on this side, one on this side. And for some reason, I stood there. And she put it into neutral and started pushing it towards the highway because I wouldn't move. She was too scared to drive with me in the front, so she's pushing the car to let the car do the damage itself instead of her, which doesn't make any sense because it's still her pushing it and all that. But when I stood in front of that van, or not the van, but stood in front of that car, I was at peace. It was, the lady would try to convince me, you're gonna die, there's traffic coming, I'm gonna push you, and I just stared into her eyes, not looking away. I looked into her eyes and I go, nope. It is my thing that I worked hard for, or it's my life. There is no in between. It comes with the struggle. You trying to take this isn't fair. And as she's saying this, she has tears in her eyes. Looks like she just came out of her white car for some reason behind mine. Like she was having the most shitty day. And then I got near the highway, still looking to her eyes, and I woke up. So what I think could have happened after that part was that either A, the lady gave in and I got my things back, or it didn't, I lost my life. And here's the point of this. It was the part where having this fancy car that really got me, and the fact that I would try so hard to save it. And to me, I was thinking of, that's the American dream. Like when you listen to music or you watch a movie, you got the nice fancy car, you have the cash in your pocket, and that's supposed to be the essence of happiness, but that's not. To me, well, I felt that way in my dream was not because of the things I had, but the things that I accomplished before to get those things. Being the best me that I could be, whether in good or bad, I struggled through and was able to achieve that level on my own. So my point of this is that when you're in these situations, whether you have these things or not, I would show you outside, there's no car, I have none. So this still mindset happens whether I have these things or I don't. And when you're feeling these things, so most people who felt like that would have either A, gave up and moved out of the way of the car, or they would have just let it drive away and still felt sad. I'm going to tell you that you shouldn't do that. This situation could be applied to things such as you're feeling bad in school and the school is against you. The school is the driver, trying to not be super, whether they're being an a-hole passively or aggressively, whether they're putting the car in neutral and pushing it, or they're driving over you, that you shouldn't give up. Because the worst thing that could happen is that you get what you're asking for and ending life. which nobody knows the answer to what happens next, but what we do know is what happens now. And I want you to all know that I'm going to try helping and posting these things to help people. I wish that when I was younger, I was going through things like abuse and school system that didn't like me there, or no friends, or not knowing what to do when you go home or when you go to school, what you're going to do next, what you're going to do with your life after you get past that point in your life, whether you have all these things or you have none of these things. I want to tell people that it should be that you should be happy regardless of your situation, and that if you truly want happiness, you find that goal that you want and you keep at it. You stay being you. You are a unique person. You are put on this earth to be yourself. You are put on here to be etc. You are put on here to be another person. You're not here to be Keisha LaFonda. If that's your name, then that's who you are. But you know what I mean? Like, you're not here to be somebody else. You're here to be you. To live your life to the fullest and most happiest that you can. Please comment below what you thought of this video. This is something like an epiphany. Not really an epiphany, but it was the thing that pushed me over the edge and like put some thoughts together that made me want to do this. I really hope that my videos help people. That's really the main thing that I'm trying to accomplish with this, is they're knowing that somebody's out there for you and with you. I've experienced a lot of things in my life, been good or bad in the struggle, and I'm at a place right now where I'm happy. I let go. I realize these things, and I want to share either A, when I realize these things with you guys, or things I've already thought of and have in here but never put to thought or video. So please comment below, like. I don't know if it's subscribe yet. I'm not really here for that. I'm kind of just want people to see and to show this to somebody who's in need. And thank you for watching. This is raw, unedited cut, about 7 minutes long. Bye.